Welcome back, friends. Thanks for accompanying me on this journey of transformation, of how we could get better and we could change the world around us. You know, I was thinking to myself the other day, what do you do when somebody doesn't support you? Or more specifically, what do you do when people closest to you don't support you? You know, this kind of hit me hard a couple of years ago. During the height of the pandemic and everything that was going on, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired of certain things in my life. One of them being fitness and, physical health. And another one, just looking for a different direction in my career. And so I set out, to make some changes. When you just had it fed up, you just want to make some changes. And so one of those changes was, hey, I'm going to start this new business. So, I do my diligence. I get out there, I study. I get the certifications, I get the tax ID number, I get the requisite certificates, and I'm getting everything out there. I'm starting to market and advertise, and I'm so excited about this new endeavor. And so, of course, because you're excited about things, you share it with your tribe. So I tell my wife and my kids and people around me, and, I'm kind of getting like, okay. And I'm sitting there like, man, I'm excited about it. There's opportunity there. I can level up, we could do some things. And they're just looking at me like, okay, this is what we're doing right now. So have fun. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, why aren't they getting on board with me? What's going on? What did I do? What did I say? Can't you all see it? And I got slapped with some reality. And the reality is that just because you're excited about something doesn't mean the world's going to be excited. In fact, just because you want to set out and do something and change yourself doesn't mean that everybody's going to be on the same page with you. In fact, you probably won't get the support from the people closest to you, at least initially. So what I found out from this situation was that they love me, they support me, but they want to see, was I being true to what I was saying I was going to do? Half the time we get so discouraged because not everybody's believing us, but sometimes you have to let things marinate and you got to develop some consistency and work on things before people get behind you. It's always fun when you watch sports and your team is winning and everybody feels like they're part of the team. But when they're losing, they get abandoned. No one's supporting them. There's no fans. The super fans come out when you're winning the Super Bowl, but they're nowhere to be found when you're grinding it out. And what you find is that the person didn't change or anything like that. The results were different. I heard this saying one time. It says a prophet has no honor in his hometown. And I love that. It's because sometimes when you share those things with the people closest to you, they're not always going to be behind you. But you know what? That's okay. Because the journey of getting better, the journey of transformation at times can be very lonely. It really can. That's not what everybody wants to hear, but it's the truth. Sometimes you got to really work on yourself and be consistent in that pattern for a certain amount of time before people could realize and see what you're trying to develop or birth out of that change. And what's funny is the same people who denied you will be the same people supporting you. Now, that's not to say that some people just outright hate you. Let's be honest. There's 7 billion people in this world. And some people who even watching this, you might not even like me, the way I look, the way I sound, and that's okay because that's understandable. Some people just don't like you for whatever reason, and there's nothing you could do about it. We're okay with that. There's some people that are indifferent towards you. That's just the way it is. But there's some people that really, really, really are on your side. But it takes a little bit of time for them to realize how to support you. Because it's not always easy going out there and doing that. And so what I found from the situation, after I got some momentum, I got some clientele, I started getting some business, what I found was that, guess what? Family started supporting me. Saw them checks, probably because the checks was rolling in. Checks started coming in. I started getting my daughter involved. Same one that didn't want to have any time to do with me, any time of the day. She started seeing, wow, there's some profit in here. There's some things going on. And so as I look back on that situation, it wasn't a waste of time, but I found out you gotta go through these things sometimes by yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have to believe in what you are doing and where you're going and where you're striving to. Because if you don't, people cannot get behind that because you don't even know what you're about. You have to honor yourself, respect yourself, put in the work, be consistent, and then eventually people who you love and people who want to support you will get behind you. But you can't circumvent that process. You gotta go through, you gotta press through, and you can't quit. You gotta believe in yourself when no one else does, because eventually they'll believe in you. But on the other side of that refinement will be the person that people enjoy being around, will be the person that people enjoy supporting because you did the work to be your best. And so I want to encourage you, if you're working on something right now and you're not seeing the results, that's A-okay. Remember your why of why you started and just keep pressing through, because eventually you will see the fruit of your labor. Just because you don't see it now doesn't mean that it's not there. And the very people who weren't on your corner will get behind you eventually whenever you level up. Hey, I hope this blessed you. If you enjoy the content, or if I'm a blessing of any kind of service to you, hey, please hit the subscribe button so I'll continue to put out videos, and so we could go in this journey of transforming our minds so we could be better and we could have waves of hope, waves of transformation, waves of love. Thanks.